going in there, you might not do your interior scene maybe 3 or 4 weeks later. So again, for continuity, it's making sure you haven't had a haircut or something like that. So feel free to come on in here.
Nice entrance. Saw him anyway, didn't you? Oh, this is where they fix the cars, yeah.
You didn't have a car, did you?
Thank your car room service. Okay, come in a bit nearer.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, I know about the van.
You're right.
Okay, so we're here at Dingle and Dingle, the garage.
Yeah, I've
so
been in
this
the
has
video,
been
nice.
owned by Debbie Dingle since 2010. She purchased the garage from Lisa that had run it previously. Her father Ken works here at the garage, and we've seen other people working here as mechanics. This was part of our live episode, so to mark 40 years we have the live episode here in the village. And evil Cameron Murray again, his name crops up, killed Carl King, and he killed Carl on this very spot here. So the bit where Carl died was actually here as part of the live episode. Other storylines we've had here at the garage have included Kane being trapped inside after Adam set light to the garage. And we've left the garage actually set up as we were filming on Friday. So we've got a car that is in there, we've got some lights, we've got the sort of camera equipment. We'll be picking those scenes up when we're back here tomorrow morning, because we didn't quite get finished on Friday. But again, one of the secrets is we can actually only get a small vehicle into the garage. So keep watching when you see more garage scenes on your TV, because you'll probably find that the vehicle is actually out the front of the garage, because physically we can't get it in. If we wanted to put something like the tow truck into there, it physically would not fit. But we don't tell anybody that. That would be bad for business here for Debbie, if she could only service small vehicles. As we go out of the garage in a minute, if you look to your left, in the distance you will see the mill. So unfortunately we can't go there today, because that is part of the ongoing storyline. So Rakesh and Priya have bought the mill, obviously from Jimmy. They're converting it into flats, but if you look from the distance, you'll see that at the moment we've got the building work that's going on there in terms of converting the mill into the flats, and you'll see that as part of the ongoing storyline.
Where's the other beautiful house, the bigger house?
That is actually Home Farm is not actually here in the village, so Home Farm is a couple of miles away. It's a place called Cresskeld Hall in Ardington. You can sort of drive up to the house, but you can't get down the drive, but it's a couple of miles away from here, so we filmed that completely separate to the village. And we've always had that location, we've always used that since the show started. Last year we actually built a fascia of it at the back of the car park when we did the fire when Declan lived there. So we had that for a year, but because we only had planning for a year, we've had to demolish that, and we've gone back now to using Cresskeld itself.
As you drive in, with all that scaffold and that, was that where Katie fell in there?
No, that was where Sarah was originally burnt to death in the barn. Because as you came in, you've got the barn with a scaffold in. The small sort of farmhouse is actually the third Emmerdale farm as it was. So that's where we used to have Jack, we used to have Robert and Andy, and Sarah used to live in there. But that was our third Emmerdale farm.
And where was the one where Katie fell through then?
Katie was actually on another property at the back of the Harewood House estate. So we used a couple of buildings that are part of the estate.
You know, when she fell, did she fall very far, or just obviously there's something underneath what she fell.
Yeah.
Did she fall right the way down, or just a little bit out of sight?
It was a dummy as a stunt. For the scene of Katie falling, she literally fell next to nothing to just land on a crash mat. A similar thing to what we did with Ross. So Ross at the quarry, we filmed in the car park at the top. He just came out the back of the van onto a crash mat. we then brought in a stunt person that just landed at the bottom of sort of like the quarry, hence why Ross ended up with the longer hair for a couple of episodes, because the stunt guy had the curls at the front. So. I don't know actually. I do not know. Somebody keeps mentioning that, and I need to find out because I do not know. That's been there for many years, but I don't actually know the